I'm Miguel Levinson here inside the press box of Simplesio Field because we've had quite the late night here in day 6 of the Alpine Bank Junior College World Series because Game 17, our semifinal game between McLennan and Walters State, it went pretty late, around 11:30 p.m. Thursday. But folks, we had an elimination game Thursday afternoon. Salt Lake and Lakeland, two teams fighting for their season. Game 16, Salt Lake and Lakeland. One of these teams is going home, and the Salt Lake Bruins don't want it to be them. Jalen Seward with a crack right down the left field line. That's a 2 RBI double as Salt Lake is up big in the 7th. Now Avery Dozie floats it into left, and that'll drop for a base hit. One Bruin scored. Now here comes Seward as it's a stand-up double for Dozie, but wait. The throw is awry, so Dozie can head over to third, but that's not it. The ball is lost somewhere in the dugout, and so Dozie can stroll his way home as Salt Lake, now up 10, has enough for the run rule in the 7th. And while it was Jackson Grossman's day for the Bruins on the mound, allowing just 2 through 6, it's Dan Brousseau who puts a fork in this one as Salt Lake is on to Friday. They get it done on the run rule. 12-2 is the final from Thursday afternoon.
Extremely proud. Salt Lake's never been in this situation before, so we're pumped. It took a lot to get here from our players, and I know they're gassed. The last 2 days coming into this one, we wanted this matchup again. It worked out to where we were able to get it, and the guys competed their tails off. And we're thrilled and excited for the next opportunity, and we'll see where it takes us next.
Huge congrats to the Salt Lake Bruins for winning the rematch over Lakeland and moving on. But man, the Lakeland Lakers were so fun to watch, so fun to be around. We are going to miss them in GJ. And after the game, the emotions poured out for the Lakers.
I mean, it's once in a lifetime. I mean, obviously every year you come into the year and your goal is Grand Junction, whether it's you just want to get here. And we've been through lots of ups and downs, and it's just a testament to the grit of our group, and it's been awesome. I mean, you can't really ask for a much better experience. So I'm glad I got to do it with my lifelong brothers.
Listen, this is the coolest experience of my life. I know the players feel the same way. One of the coaches that I know from Illinois that's been up here said it's Disneyland for coaches and players, and it truly was. It's in my opinion, it's mini Omaha. I've been there as a fan. I haven't been there as a coach. And one of the coolest parts is getting to experience that with these guys, and then my 4-year-old kid, my wife, and then my old man. Like it's cool.
Man, you can just see how much this means to Coach Godinez and these players. We are going to miss Lakeland. Coach Julio Godinez, one of my favorite people I've ever met. I personally am very much going to miss covering him right here in Grand Junction. But folks, our last game of the day, Game 2, Game 17 of this tournament. Boy, it was a big one. The McLennan Highlanders fighting for their season. The Walters State Senators trying to get themselves one win away from a championship. And we had plenty of festivities on the field before the game.
2, 3 strikes, you're out.
Challenger baseball on the field ahead of Game 17, a semifinal game between Walters State and McLennan. Both teams were on the field making friends with the Challenger players. Such a great environment. And shout out Raymond. He killed the national anthem.
At the twilight's last gleaming.
Boy, no stage too bright for Raymond, and only fitting that we have a beautiful rainbow overlooking Simplesio for this huge game between two teams that can hit. And they didn't waste time doing just that. Owen Smith with a base hit through center. That will score a Highlander. They lead it 3-0. We're still in the top of the first. Now Brody Cheer sends this one flying in a right. Nice attempt to make the grab, but that drops. Tack on another for McLennan. 5-0 in just the first half inning, but Walters State was the top hitting team in the nation, and this man, Tyler Myatt, well, he is showing why he led the nation in home runs, his 30th of the year and his first at Simplesio Field, a 3-run shot. It's now 5-3, but of course, here is the McLennan response, and well, it is something. After McLean Helton sends this to the warning track, Marcus Smith sprints home, and he's safe. safe. Now here comes Denton LaChance. He slides, and the ball gets away from the catcher. Likely would have gotten the tag, but instead, Helton now makes his way home. So that is a triple for Helton and an error by the catcher. However, you score it. That makes it 8-3 McLennan over Walter State. And boy, this game was something. McLennan was an out away from ending it on the run rule in the 5th, but instead Walters got within striking distance, trailed by just 6, had the bases loaded with no outs, but the Highlanders were able to escape, allowing just 1 run in that situation, and so McLennan hangs on to win it 18-13, setting up a rematch between these two on Friday.
What a battle. Really, that's what this tournament kind of is about. Two good teams really gutting it out and battling with each other and not giving up on either side, and so it was a well-fought game. Glad we ended up on top.
Heavyweight battle right there. Hats off to McLennan. They came out and punched first and punched hard, and I'm really proud of my guys, how they battled the entire game. They could have quit at any moment.
Boy, that was a fun one. It felt like for a bit Walter State might make a miraculous comeback, but the hot start from McLennan just too much in the end. And so, yes, indeed, we will do it again on Friday, a rematch between Walters and McLennan. Winner is in the championship game Saturday against the Salt Lake Bruins. Salt Lake, a team with so many local connections. Well, just like that, they are one win away from a JUCO World Series champion. Just 3 teams left. It's Walter State and McLennan. They'll do it again tomorrow. And then Salt Lake the third in the championship game on Saturday. Just 2 more games to go right here at Saplesio Field. In the Alpine Bank Junior College World Series. Who's going to win it? Who's going to become a champion? We are going to find out Saturday night at JUCO. But that's all my time for sports. I'm Big Will Evanson.